Hello students, welcome to grade 9th triangles part 3rd. We continue with exercise 7.2 question number 6. This is the figure of the question. What is given? A triangle ABC in which AB is equal to AC. BA is extended to D and such that AB is equal to AD to show that angle BCD is equal to 90 degree. That means we need to show that angle 2 and 3 they add up to 90 degree. Now in triangle ABC, since AB is equal to AC, therefore angle 1 will be equal to angle 2. Also it is given that AB is equal to AD. So in this triangle you see AB is equal to AD and AB is equal to AC. It means AD is equal to AC. Therefore, angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. So this implies now in triangle BCD इस पूरे ट्राइंगल के अंदर एंगल 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 is equal to 180 degree. Now we know angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So we can replace angle 1 by angle 2 and we can write twice of angle 2, and for this we can write twice of angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Now this implies 2 times angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree, which means angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 90 degree. Hence we can say angle BCD is equal to 90 degree. Question number 7. Triangle ABC is given in which angle A is equal to 90 degree, AB is equal to AC. We have to find angle B and angle C. Now in triangle this, if AB is equal to AC, it will mean that angle B and angle C are equal because angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Now by angle sum property, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. This implies 90 degree plus twice of angle B is equal to 180, which means twice of angle B is equal to 90 degree, that means angle B is equal to 90 upon 2 means angle B is equal to 45, and now C is also equal to it, so we can write angle B is equal to angle C is equal to 45 degree. Question number 8. Show that the angles of an equilateral triangle are of 60 degree each. Triangle ABC you consider. Here given triangle ABC in which AB is equal to BC is equal to AC, we have to prove that each of the angles is equal to 60. So we will take two sides at a time. That is AB is equal to AC, therefore angle C is equal to angle B. Since AB is equal to BC also, so that means angle A and angle C are also equal. Now from number 1 and number 2 we get that all the three angles are equal. If all of them are equal, it means let us take them as x. If we take them as x, then we can have x plus x plus x is equal to 180 degree, which implies 3x is equal to 180 degree, implies x is equal to 60 degree. Hence each angle is of 60 degree. So this finishes our exercise 7.2. Now we start with exercise 7.3. Here, this is the figure for the question number 1. I will advise all of you to keep NCERT book along with you while watching this video. Right? Here, now a triangle ABC is given and triangle DBC. These two triangles are there in which AB is equal to AC and BD is equal to DC, to show that triangle ABD is congruent to ACD, means these two triangles are congruent. And then we have to prove that ABP, this complete triangle and this complete triangle, they are congruent. Then AP bisects bisects angle A and also angle D. That means we have to prove angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to 4. Mind you, these numbers were not written. These I have written so that my solution becomes easily understandable. Right? And also fourth thing that we have to prove is that AP is perpendicular to BC. That means these two angles are 90 degree each. Now let us consider triangle ABD and triangle ACD. Here AB is equal to AC and DB is equal to DC given, and AD is common. Therefore, by SSS congruency case, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ACD. Now, if they are congruent, so we can say angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by CPCT. Now, consider ABP, this complete triangle and this complete triangle ACP. AB is equal to AC given. AP is equal to AP common. And angle 1 is equal to angle 2 just proved. Therefore, by SAS congruency case, this triangle and this triangle, they are congruent. Now, if they are congruent, then we can say angle 1 is equal to angle, since angle 1 is equal to angle 2, this implies that AP bisects angle A. Okay. Now, triangle ABD, I'll try to show. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Therefore, angle 5 and angle 6 will also be equal. Right? Now, angle 5 plus angle 3 is equal to angle 6 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree because they are lying on the straight line. So thus 5 and 6, they are equal, just now proved, so we can cancel, which means that angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. So we can say that AP bisects angle D also. Now APB we have proved to be congruent to APC. Therefore, BP will be equal to PC by CPCT. And also angle APB will be equal to angle APC by CPCT. But they are on a straight line, so their sum should be equal to 180 degree linear pair, which implies that which is possible only if they are equal, right? Only if they are of 90 degree. I repeat once again, because these two triangles were congruent, therefore these two angles will be equal, but their sum is 180. Now they are equal also and their sum is 180. It clearly tells that they both have to be equal to 90. So thus we can say that AP is perpendicular to BC. Exercise 7.3, question number 2 now. The figure for the question is this. Given triangle ABC in which AB is equal to AC and AD is perpendicular to BC. To prove AD bisects BC and that AD bisects angle A. Now in triangle ADB and triangle ADC, AD is equal to AD common and angle 3 is equal to angle 4 is equal to 90 degree. This is given because AD is perpendicular to BC. So also AB is equal to AC given. Therefore by RHS congruency case, these two triangles are congruent. This implies that BD will be equal to DC by CPCT. And also this implies that AD is bisecting BC. Again, angle 1 will be equal to angle 2 by CPCT, which means that AD bisects angle A. Hence, proved. Question number 3. In third question, it is given that triangle ABC and triangle PQR are there, in which AB is equal to PQ and AM is equal to PM. BC is equal to QR and AM and PN are medians. We have to prove that triangle ABM is congruent to triangle PQN and that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So first of all, we take triangle ABM and triangle PQN. In these two, AB is equal to PN, AB is equal to PQ and AM is equal to PN given. Also, BM is equal to QN. Why? Because BC is equal to QR and M and N are midpoints of BC and QR. Therefore, half of BC will be equal to half of QR, means BM is equal to QN. Therefore, by SSS congruency case, triangle ABM is congruent to triangle PQN. So, if they are congruent, then angle B is equal to angle Q. Now consider triangle ABC and triangle PQR. In these triangles, AB is equal to PQ given, angle B is equal to angle Q just now proved, and BC is equal to QR given. Therefore, by SAS congruency case, these two triangles are congruent. Hence proved. Question number 4. In this question, it is given triangle ABC in which BE is equal to CF and BE is perpendicular to AC and CF is perpendicular to AB. We have to prove that AB is equal to AC. So let us consider triangle BFC and triangle CEB. In these two triangles, we have angle F and angle E. They are of 90 degree because these were perpendiculars. BC is equal to BC, common. BE is equal to CF. This is already given. So this means that by RHS congruency case, these two triangles are congruent. If they are congruent, then we can say angle B is equal to angle C. But if angle B and angle C are equal, then AC will be equal to AB, as sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Thus, we can say that triangle ABC is isosceles triangle. Question number 5. Figure for the question is this. In this, what is given? ABC is a triangle in which AB is equal to AC and AP is perpendicular to BC. To show, angle B is equal to angle C. In triangle APB and triangle APC, AB is equal to AC given, angle 1 is equal to angle 2 90 degree and AP is equal to AP common. Therefore, by RHS congruency case, these two triangles are congruent, and once they are congruent, we can say angle B is equal to angle C. Thank you.